boys and girls. Okay, welcome to Monday's Math. Today is Monday, January 11th. So for today in math, it's going to be pretty easy. I think you'll be glad. We are on page 385, and it's going to be a review for this chapter. So we're wrapping up chapter 6. Now remember, chapter 6 was all about how you can show tally marks in a tally chart, how you can use picture graphs to show your information. We worked with data and information and how you understood that and how you can represent that. And also how when you take a vote or you take a survey, that's where you can get your information from. So for today, you're gonna do page 385 and 386. So it's just a front and back for your review today. Now I'll go ahead and I'll read the problems over here to you, and then you can answer right alongside, okay? Should not be hard at all. I know you'll do great. All right, so for set A, it talks about how you can collect and sort data into a table. Now it's not the kind of table we eat at. Remember, this can be called a table. So Jimmy asks 10 of his friends what meal takes the longest to eat. Our choices were breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Now remember, each tally mark is one of his friends' answer. So how many chose breakfast? Good. How many chose lunch? Good. And how many chose dinner? All right. So over here, it's going to ask you those questions, and you need to write your answers on this side. So this is where you get your information from, okay? Now, down here, remember this type of graph is called a picture graph. Can you guys say picture graph? Good. It says this graph shows Jimmy's data using objects. So here's the longest meal. Again, it was the same question. Which meal takes the longest to eat? So the red cubes show breakfast, the yellow cubes show lunch, and the blue cube show dinner. Each cube is a friend's answer. So 6 friends said that dinner was the longest meal. Now it's going to ask you over here, maybe like how many more friends chose breakfast than lunch? And you can use this picture graph to help you solve that problem, okay? Now on the next page, we have another picture graph. This one is all about activities like sports. It says you can use data in a picture graph to ask and answer questions. Marie asks 16 of her friends for their favorite activity. She records their answers in a graph. So here's their choices. We've got soccer, we've got tennis, and we've got running. So we're gonna think, how many people chose soccer or running? Not all 3. You're just looking at soccer or running. Then it tells us that Marie asked some more friends, and they all chose tennis as their favorite activity. So now the number of students who likes tennis is the same as the number of students who like soccer or running. So how many more friends do you think she asked? That one might take a little bit of extra brain power. You might have to draw some pictures over here on this graph to help show that and get your brain to realize what that's asking, because that's kind of tricky. But that is all you have to do today as your review for chapter 6, okay? So don't forget, today for Monday, January 11th, you're gonna do page 385 and 386 in your math book. We will take our chapter 6 test tomorrow, and it's very easy too. It's just, I think, like 7 questions. So you will do great. You guys have been making wonderful tally charts, wonderful neat graphs. I love seeing the pictures that your parents send me on Class Dojo. So make sure you take a picture of your work from today and send it to me and write along with your journal writing also. So I will see you all tomorrow.